Jin. Has anybody seen Rageblade Jin yet? Seriously? I know it sounds troll, but the way Riot changed the Rageblade, it gives you a percentage stacking of your bonus attack speed and percentage stacking of bonus AD. Jin's passive scales off of both of bonus AD and bonus attack speed. So at 3 items, you go from 300 AD to 600 AD, about 680 AD, depending on what phase of the game you're in at the moment. And that's your 3-item spike. I was playing with a couple of friends a few days ago, and I cleared 1600 AD, and I wasn't build yet. I actually one-shot their jungler. So, Rageblade Jin. Just think about that. Yeah. It's great. Anyway, so, talking about picks and bans real quick. We've got Darius, Kayle, and Kai'Sa. Darius is a notable one to talk about for the moment because Conqueror. The patch just came out with Conqueror, and I think it's going to be tweaked a little bit, but the advent of 25% true damage on top of Darius, whose ultimate is already true damage, it's just made a lot of the bruisers in the top lane absolutely unstoppable. Riven is excellent with Conqueror. Darius is excellent with Conqueror. Aurelia is excellent with Conqueror. Fiora's on the lower end of that. There's another one. Olaf is absolutely disgusting with Conqueror, and I'm surprised I haven't seen him banned away. However, Skarner, on the other hand, another jungle terror, running Predator and warping out of the jungle with Righteous Glory activated is just one of those things that makes your day.
Or doesn't, if you're on the opposite team.
Yep. So, you've got Ashe locked in for Phantom of Tempt at the moment. We've seen him pick this one up a lot. The ultimate's definitely helpful pickoffs. And Nautilus in the top lane, we have not seen this in ages. I haven't seen a Nautilus on the stream in a Coon's age, man.
Quite a while. I think the last time I saw Nautilus was when I was playing Nautilus support in the bottom lane because my Thresh got banned away and I still wanted to play someone with hooks. So I picked up the Nautilus, which was pretty fun. But we've got a Teemo and a Zoe, the most two trolliest of champions for Team Roblox, which is just crazy. If both of them start laughing together, I think the next worst champion they could pick for that team is Jinx. Because if you get all 3 of their laughters going on at the same time, that might make ears bleed. But
does anybody remember when Amumu's laugh was global?
No, was it? Yeah, it was his laugh. It was his laugh. That was, I think, a hidden, it wasn't even a glitch. I think it was a specifically hidden thing that Riot allowed. But either way, we see some more bans coming out. Mid laners banned away from Team Roblox. They have not picked, they did pick their, unless it's a jungle Zoe. Well, we'll see. But Katarina was played last game. We also had the Galio banned last game as well. They decided they don't want to have it. Over on Team Impulse, they knock away the Bard, who I've seen being banned last game and this game. I have to check into why those bans are so crucial. But Aurelion Sol also banned out, taking away the potential for that very heavily roaming mid laner. As Kembo picks up the Lee Sin. This is the master player on the Lee Sin. Are we going to see some true insect plays? I really hope so. Yeah.
So we're seeing probably an excellent pick-oriented team from the side of Roblox. You've got Leona, really good at picking people off. Lee Sin's really good at picking people off. Zoe is surprisingly good at picking people off because of the bubble from the Fog of War out through terrain and hitting somebody with that. Is surprisingly good at picking someone off. Not a champion you'd think, except when she's one-shotting you from Fog of War. That's always fun. However, we've got Alawi locked in as the final pick, and Alawi's, in my experience, are either absolutely worthless or 1v9. There's not much in between. She's one of those champions that when the jungler comes top at level 6, she gets like a triple kill. Even though there's only 2 people there, somehow she manages to pull out a triple kill. I don't know how it happens, but I'm always sitting there in ranked. I'm like, oh, look, she's 6-0. How did that happen? Anyway, so let's, you want to run through champions and players first, and then run into some analytics?
I definitely do. Also, Kembo did switch out with the Lee Sin and grab the Zoe trade instead. So the master player on the Zoe, excited to see that happening. And I also want to quick mention Ghost X Toast on the Elise, taking Ghost and Cleanse. So some interesting spell choices from the Elise starting the game off. Highly doubt has the spell book rune, but rolling through the players and their champions for Team Impulse. We've got River SLV taking the Aatrox in the top lane. Ash, Phantom of Temp, playing in the bottom lane 80 carry role. Commander C, 2121, playing my favorite of the Nautilus in the bottom lane support role, but going aggressive with Ignite. Ghost X Toast on the Elise in the jungle. And last but not least, we saw him last game. He's in this game as well. Scooby Snacks, taking Zed in the mid lane.
All right, for Team Roblox, we've got Strapless Helmet on Lee Sin in the jungle. We've got Sasha Hyena on Teemo in the top lane role. Enzalore, wait, no, that is ADC Teemo, my bad. We've got
right?
Enzalore on Leona in the bottom lane support role. Kembo on Zoe in mid, and Jinky Toast on Alawi in the top lane.
So
Teemo ADC?
Teemo
Sorry.
ADC versus
I'm lightly
Ash.
tilted. I don't know. Like, Teemo actually deals pretty crazy damage late game with his AP build, but the lack of any measurable AD damage on the side of Roblox is a little bit concerning. Of course, Teemo in extended trades will win out against Ash. So they actually have a winning lane composition here. So Leona goes all in on Ash. If Ash tries to fight back, Teemo blinds her. At that point, she loses the trade because all she has to trade with at that point is W. And if Teemo's behind minions, there's no counter damage coming through. Ash has to burn a summoner to get away from that. Of course, Teemo's early game damage might not be high enough to force that, but things being what they were, I would expect a flash to be blown in that situation. Nautilus, however, if he does get onto Teemo, deals enough damage by himself to pose a threat to him. So Teemo's going to have to be judicious with whom he chooses to blind in that particular lane. Looking at the jungle matchup, we have 2 crazy early game junglers here. Lee Sin and Elise, both people who are known for their early game dominance and prowess. Elise is actually really good at dueling Lee Sin and is often chosen as a counter to him. So a little bit of an edge in the matchup, but it's really going to come down to who paths better and who gets the first ganks off. They both fall off late. Let's see. Zoe versus Zed. This is going to be a skill matchup to the nth degree. Zed having shadows dodge Zoe's skills, and he has all-in potential on Zoe. However, Zoe has poke priority and push priority in the lane. Also has range over melee matchups. So in the early levels until about level 3, Zoe has the advantage. Zed, once he gets access to shadows, has the ability to tilt that matchup a little bit because he can instantly jump to melee range with a high amount of burst damage onto the very squishy Zoe. So mid lane's a skill matchup. Jungle would be heavily or at least lightly in favor of Elise. I'd say heavily because Lee Sin's in a really bad spot right now. Losing Tracker's Knife hurt him a lot.
Right, unable to jump to those wards over walls and kind of have that free either engage or escape.
Yeah, or and also cut off like a lot of his different jungle pathing options too. Bot lane, I'd say in lane is in favor of Leona and Teemo, but that's completely down to who lands their CC. If Nautilus lands CC on Teemo, the engage should go the way of the Ashe and the Nautilus, simply for the reason that Ashe outranges Teemo by, what's Teemo's range? It's something like 500, maybe 5.5. But Ashe is the second longest range 80 carry in the game. at base range at least. So if Phantom plays this right, he can actually put a range leash onto Teemo. So it's really going to be on Enzalor to zone the Ashe and keep Teemo from getting harassed down, and then go in when the time is right.
And I'm really seeing that pick comp versus engage comp. Alawi wanting to be able to ult multiple members of the enemy team and engage very heavily all at the same time. Whereas Elise or Aatrox or any of the champions that have a small amount of CC is going to be looking for the opportunity to pick people off in the jungle, and whenever they're running around looking at all of their different options. So I think that overall, if they play to their win conditions, both teams have a really good opportunity to be able to take advantage in the game and potentially push even to a win. But it really comes down to if they play to their team's win condition.
Yeah. Also, I want to note top lane. Aatrox has Electrocute. Alawi has Conqueror. Conqueror's the better mastery right now, in my personal opinion. Not an Aatrox main, because I like winning games. However, I just don't see, like it would be good for really bursty trades, but to me, Aatrox seems to be one of those people who really likes to kind of get in your face and punch you a lot. Conqueror seems better for that. I know his favorite keystone for a while was press the attack, and Conqueror's like better version of press the attack, so...
I'm curious in this bottom lane for red team, Roblox, if they're looking for an early jump on the enemy team. It's really good from Leona, especially, in that she can get a stun if somebody blind walks into the bush, give extra damage to Teemo. There we go. Okay. I was curious if they would move to the very edge of the brush, which gives them the best opportunity to get that early jump. So I'm going to assume that Leona probably started with her Q.
Yeah.
She hasn't actually picked anything, so maybe she's waiting until they get to lane to actually see.
Wait, no, she hasn't. You're right. I thought she did. I was her passive. However, Teemo did start Toxic Shot. So he's going to have the magic damage passive. He's also starting with the extra AD, or attack speed, and healing from Fleet Footwork in lane. Definitely a good idea.
Oh, early gank, level 2 from the Elise. Comes in the mid lane, flashes. Kembo burns it very, very early on to avoid the cocoon, which I think might have actually missed anyway, as Elise threw it kind of prediction. But
yeah.
Zoe plays it safe and uses the flash anyway, so opportunity for Elise to get a return gank in the mid lane after maybe getting a blue buff.
To be honest, though, I don't think that would have killed if she'd landed it.
True.
Because Zed only had Q and he just burned it. He didn't have level 2 to engage yet, so I don't think they had the damage to finish that kill.
But still, small win for Impulse to be able to get that early flash off. Now, of course, Kembo and the Zoe is going to be able to... Sleep Time going to land onto the Zed. Nice damage as well from the Power Star.
That's disgusting.
And... yeah, Zoe is not unknown for picking up extra flashes, whether through minions or enemy players' flashes as well, so not going to hit her as hard as potentially other mid laners. But nonetheless, still going to be having a day in the mid lane. Top lane, Aatrox, going to need to be able to play really safe against Alawi. Oh, Knight's down on both. Zed flashes his first blood solo before the Sleepy Time comes into effect. With really good positioning, despite getting hit by the Sleepy Time, uses the channel that it lasts before the effect of the status actually happens. In the bot lane, engage. Nautilus tries to get the slow down. Teemo's getting good damage on a Phantom attempt. Elise ends here. He gets the kick. Beautiful play. I think he landed a Sonic Wave onto a minion to still finish it off. Flash from Commander C, even with the exhaust, and he's going to burn that just to get to safety. Sees Enzalor low health, but is forced to stay underneath the turret. Yeah.
So that mid lane, remember what I was talking about, that level 3 breakpoint where Zed has the potential to tilt this matchup. Getting in exactly what I said. He got into melee range. Zoe has basically no resistances and no flash to get outside of melee range. No ability to really kite out. Hold on, this
Nautilus maybe going down here. The damage is real. That poison should tick away. One more auto shot from Teemo. He flashes away from the turret, and very low health, does escape to safety. So 2 kills towards the bottom lane. Lee Sin picking at one of them on the Ashe, and some really good plays out of Team Roblox.
Yeah, I'm curious to see what Teemo's gonna go with. He started Doran's Ring, which is a good buy. Definitely gives him the mana and the extra AP. Teemo scales better with AP than with AD, and it does look like he's going that Hextech Gunblade build. Oh, and this has the potential to be a kill? Yeah.
I can't even see what's going on.
Oh, okay, that is 9 HP on Strapless Helmet. That is a single minion auto away from death, and that is so tilting for Zed. So sad. However, Kembo manages to pick up an assist, and Strapless gets another kill. Definitely making his presence known in this game. An excellent bubble landed onto Zed, and despite the fact that he used the W to get under tower, Strapless Helmet held on to his Q, allowing Zoe to prime the shot and only hit it with Q, because the thing about sleep is that the very first thing
we can't see what's going on, by the way, just so you're aware.
Oh, you can't?
No, because the client did its thing where the entire HUD disappears, and so I had no way to have control over the camera or anything. So I'm currently resetting the game and
no, don't reset the game. Did you watch the video that I sent you? There's a button that deactivates the heads-up display. I don't remember what it was.
The video that you sent me like a long time ago when you first gave me Creator Suite?
Yeah.
Yes, there's a button that resets everything and puts it back to normal. I've currently got that as a hotkey set to F. Oh.
No, there's something that turns off the HUD. There's a button for Creator Suite.
Oh, it is currently set to G. I see. That is interesting, which is probably why I'm going to clear that now, so that way I stop hitting that.
Oh, the turnaround from Kembo! He gets the trade kill back in a 2v1 in the mid lane. Excellent. Strapless Helmet in a 1v1 versus Ghost Toast. And it looks like he's just going to walk away, Alawi coming down to support, followed by Aatrox. It's going to be a 2v2 in the top lane. They go in on Aatrox. He misses the knockup. Strapless Helmet gets ignited, but he flashes away. Ghost Toast flashes to follow. But Alawi, is she going to finish the kill? She does. She jumps in and gets the last auto. That's going to be 2 kills in the favor of Roblox. An excellent 2v2, and Zalor just missed his engage on what would have been a kill onto Commander C, and it looks like it might be anyway. So that's 3 kills to Sasha Hyena. However, Phantom of Tep feeling ambitious, looks like he wants to go in, but no, he just backs off for a moment. All right.
Okay, we're back in. Whew, that was quite the ordeal. But I have
and that's 2/3 of Zed's health gone in a single spell. Riot's balance team at its finest.
Yeah, he got a little experience solo casting there, which is pretty fantastic. So, okay, we're back into it, guys, ladies and gentlemen. Sorry for all the technical issues, but they should be worked out and cleaned up. So 7 kills, 2-3, Team Roblox favor. Nice ult from Leona, gonna go in with the extra stun. The turret shot may clear Leona, but she's got the flash, gonna be able to survive. So Enzalor doing a really nice play in the bottom lane, giving yet another kill over to Teemo, who's now 2-0-2 against the Ashe, who's 0-2. Just never quite seeing an advantage in that bottom lane.
It looks like a gank's coming in the bot lane, Sasha Hyena versus Ghost Toast, but he's 6, and she's just gonna walk away. Nothing's gonna come of that.
So double Doran's Blades here for the Aatrox in the top lane. 1, 1, and 3, but down nearly 20 CS. So he's going to be a little slow to get back into this game as Lee Sin is up here, has the double buffs. Ooh, nice! Oh my goodness, that interaction was interesting. In the mid lane doesn't even matter because Elise is here. Uses the spider link, tries to get the damage. The ult from Zoe just to get a little extra range. Doesn't matter. Scooby Snacks is on a roll. Serrated Jerk and the Caulfield's Warhammer getting some nice damage in the mid lane. So very quickly, the interaction between the Aatrox and the Lee Sin because of the Q, which if I can click on Aatrox very quickly, is his Dark Flight. Because of his Dark Flight, lands on the opposite side of Lee Sin, who has already prepped the Dragon Kick, and that means that he gets kicked away from the entire fight, completely disengages it. Really good placement for that Dark Flight from the Aatrox.
Yeah, Lee Sin was trying to predict the Dark Flight and kick him back in, but what he didn't account for was the fact that Dark Flight is an unstoppable ability. If you are in the cast time, you can't be displaced. So while he did channel the Dragon's Rage during Dark Flight, and what he was hoping to do was as he passed over to kick him out of it and send him back to Alawi, the unstoppable thing kicked in, and the kick only registered when he landed behind him.
At the very end of it, which is just really good placement from River SLV, who's getting his clone beaten up heavily by the Alawi in the top lane, down to half health there, needs to be safe as he continues to get slapped around a little bit. Alawi, nice little poke there from the Q.
Yes, too.
Yeah, losing all that CS to the turret, definitely having a struggle, which is massively due to Alawi being able to poke away with the range and the tentacles, even though she is considered a melee champion.
Just outside, and that's a dead set.
Wow, he disappeared.
Riot's balance team.
Crazy fast in the mid lane. I think he even attempted to shadow jump, but just really good placement by Zoe. Off the screen, way off to the side. You get that paddle star right down the middle of the lane. Hits the Zed, takes him out for 500 health, and the bottom lane engages, but doesn't matter. Teemo's gone. Not Teemo, sorry, the Lee Sin's gone. As Elise finds him at the dragon, cleans that one up. Ignite down onto Sasha Hyena, forced to flash, throws down a mushroom, but Commander C may be able to chase that one in. Hits the mushroom, decides to back out. The Windrake did go over to the Elise already. However, Zoe's here. That's a huge amount of damage. Nice hook from the Nautilus. Slows the Leona so she can't continue the engage. Sasha Hyena gonna find the Nautilus, though, and get that kill thanks to the CC from Enzalor. And ooh! Flash from Phantom Attempt saves his life for the moment. Enzalor's underneath the turret. Enzalor may go down. Heal force out from the Teemo. Doesn't matter. And Phantom Attempt picks up his own kill. Battlestar Sleepy Time from the Zoe. Gonna slow down the Zed. He gets hit for a ton of damage. And Zoe hops her way out of that one.
Yeah, Enzalor walked in, channeled the stun, and then autoed the tower. Feels bad, man.
Feels bad on River SLV, who just gets pulled in by Alawi. Ultimate only needs him. However, she already had tentacles in place from how much time she spent in the top lane. Cocoon not going to land on the Lee Sin. Ghost X Toast on the run. Phantom up here with the volley to get the slow. Doesn't matter. Lee Sin gets a kill. Liz, the Sonic Wave follows it up with the Resonating Strike and grants another kill under a turret. Team Roblox just crushing it in the last couple of minutes.
Yeah, that's 2 more kills over the strapless helmet. Unfortunately, Lee Sin not the biggest scaling threat in the game, but still, that's 2 more people off the map. That's more farm denied. Ashe at 57 to Teemo's 100 CS. And that advantage is largely due to Enzalor and strapless helmet and their pressure around the map. And they're doing more brush cheese.
Oh, there's the ultimate from the Leona. Goes in with the Q and the stun. Teemo here for some pretty good harass, but that's going to be Nautilus pulling himself to safety as the arrow flies right through the goalposts and going to miss both the Teemo and Leona. Enzalor. Sasha Hyena tries to get some harass in onto the Aatrox. He gets a little bit of damage. Doesn't have his ult available, though. He may be going down to Teemo's poison. Leona wants to get the last hit. Stuns up the Nautilus, but it's her Eclipse that picks up the kill. Lee Sin cleans up the Ashe, and a quick 3 kills over to Team Roblox after a really good re-engage once Aatrox realized that this was not the fight he was looking for.
Yep. And this is an all-in from Zed. It looks like, yes, he's going to get the kill. So straight up 1v1 on the Zed. Like I said, he has the all-in advantage in this matchup, and Kembo needs to respect the fact that pretty much at any time in the game he can die without warning and with prejudice. Like, Zed has the ability to one-shot Zoe. However, as we've seen, Zoe also has the ability to one-shot Zed.
Oh, Lee Sin goes in onto Elise, but just going to be decimated. The immediate cocoon from Elise into Lee Sin's face underneath the turret, plus the support from the Ashe. Grants a quick kill. And in the top lane, River SLV just going to be slammed to death. Jinky Toast on this Alawi is decimating that top lane. Not only is Aatrox down over 50 farm, but 3 kills as well to the Alawi. She is free pushing that lane in the top lane, and no one at this point can stop her.
Yeah, I don't know who they would send top. I don't think Zed can deal with her. He's the most fed member of their team, with the exception of maybe Elise, but she's
Battlestar hits, so sleepy time. Oh, the flash from Elise to get in for the stun onto Kembo and clean that kill up. Good flash from the Zed as well over the wall. Just a nice outplay after you thought that he was probably dead from a really good sleepy time by that Zoe in the mid lane.
Yeah, Elise flashed to try and block it. Unfortunately, she didn't manage to. However, when she did manage to, or when she flashed, she did manage to actually land all her abilities onto the Zoe, one-shotting her. And however, Zoe, not to be denied, did manage to blow both of the enemy's flashes, which is almost a worth trade for her life. So she'll definitely have an advantage coming into future 1v1s. Top lane, Jinky Toast just clearing the crumbs really quick, waiting for his lane opponent to shove up. I really think that red team use their advantage to take the Rift Herald at the moment. There's not a lot on the map to be claimed as of yet. However, the Rift Herald is open and definitely could be put into Alawi's hands to put pressure top lane in preparation for this next Drake. It is a win Drake, but, you know, every little bit counts, right?
Exactly. Win Drake or not, it's still going to be another dragon over to red team if they were to pick it up. Nautilus, nice little hook, gets a little safety for the moment. However, the poison is taking away. Teemo flashes in with the Leona ultimate. Should be the death of Nautilus. He's so tanky, but he is going to still fall. Leona goes in deep onto the Ashe, stuns her up for the Zoe to clean up. Elise forced to get out of that one as well, but Lee Sin's here to clean up that one from the back line. Aatrox starts his ultimate. Will it be enough? I don't think he has the damage, and he's going to fall as well. And that is a massive loss for blue team as 4 members in quick succession fall in the bottom lane.
Yeah, and I'm looking for Zed to pick up 1 kill. He does have vision on Zoe.
Oh, force the flash. However, the Zed may be going down. He used the ult to avoid a lot of damage. Should be able to clean up the Leona. Maybe going down himself, and it's a sleepy time damage from Kembo that cleans that one up.
Yeah, that was dangerous getting that kill onto Zoe, who at the moment has 5 kills, but is approaching the point where she can just straight up one-shot. Not even, usually it's requiring, you know, her ultimate, or her, what's that thing, Sleepy Trouble Bubble, and a Paddle Star in combination with her passive and her ultimate, to kill someone. However, she's getting to the point, if she gets many more kills, where just a Paddle Star from Fog will be able to one-shot people. And they have no real tanks to speak of. Nautilus, at some point, it looks like he's building toward a redemption, so he's not going to be tanky, not for a while at least. So there's nobody who can really soak
Good vision from Alawi to see the Elise get in, get a little bit of damage, but the Cocoon slows down that damage. So Elise is going to take a little bit of poke. In the bottom lane, Zoe may be going down. Zed wants that 1v1, and with the Ignite taking away, 1 more Q should be able to clean her up as she's going to walk back in. Oh! Almost the outplay, but Zed gets the damage. In the top lane, the 1v1 not going to go his favor. However, Ashe is here with a nice stun, slows some of the damage, but doesn't matter. Tentacles are still there. Nautilus here as well. This is going to be 2 more kills over to red team as the flash in from the Nautilus, just trying to slow the Alawi before she finishes up the Ashe. Doesn't even matter. Triple kill to Jinky Toast on this Alawi that is unstoppable. 6-0 so far this game.
You remember what I said before the game? That I was talking about Alawi, and I'm like, wait, she just got a triple kill. There were only 2 people top. How'd that happen?
No, the Aatrox cleaned up first before Ashe and Nautilus.
No, I made a joke before the game that in every single game where I see Alawi, she ends up getting some random triple kill that seems impossible because you thought there were only 2 people top.
I see. And then it happens. However, Teemo going to be cleaned up. Was getting a little greedy, baiting out by the blue buff. But Elise had his number. Go in to find him and grab the kill with the rest of the team. However, Rift Herald already down, given over to Alawi, who's already got that split push in the top lane. Super down, locked up. The Cocoon going to miss. That's going to mean a bunch of damage for Elise. She's going to have to back off from that one. Nautilus trying to get in and tank it up. Leona here as well, just to avoid the damage. The 1v1 in the bottom lane onto the Zoe. However, that's the ult from Zed down, so he's going to have to wait for that to come back up probably before being able to guarantee the other kill onto the Zoe. However, I love Scooby Snack and his dedication to simply keeping Zoe from getting ahead. He finds a mushroom, however, he finds himself a kill as well, and he deserves a Scooby Snack after that one.
Yeah, this matchup changes a little bit once Zoe gets her hands on Zonia's Hourglass. She can completely ignore Zed's ultimate after that fact, but until she manages to get her hands on that, there's going to be problems, and Zed is taking advantage of his ability to shot her before she has the ability to set up a poke onto his team. So well played from him. Jinky Toast in the top lane one-shots an entire minion wave. There's just some measure of satisfaction that happens every time you just press one button and the whole minion wave dies.
Yes, well, the other thing about Alawi that a friend of mine just recently sent me a game because I'm trying to do music videos with these, with some of the games, and he played Alawi, did very well, and that I really want to do a music video to just the song, Here Comes the Boom, Here Comes the Boom, because every time she charges up that tentacle slam, it just feels so powerful when she lands it. But to answer G Deadless, who's asking a little bit of extra information, she does a lot of slamming with tentacles that are spanned around, and she's going to be 1v2ing here in a minute underneath the turret. Spawns the Rift Herald, doesn't even matter. This fight's across the map in the mid lane. That's the turret going to be started. However, Ashe going to be caught out. Heals, exhaust as well, but should be going down. Nice ult, puts Teemo in a spot of trouble. Hasn't fallen just yet in the bottom lane. It is the Zoe who's going to be killed once again. Zed doing a nice job continuing to keep that 1v1 alive.
Alawi's
nice
probably going to win
from
this fight.
Alawi. However, again, she's 1v2 before the ult. The Ignite is down as well. However, she has started a little bit of those tentacles slamming away. And, oh, the tentacle
like I said,
slam.
Alawi's going to win this fight.
When you have that many tentacles in one area that are all slamming on a single target, I don't care how much health you have. You can
she wins this fight too.
She's gonna take a good bit of damage, and Elise does percentage health. Elise gets the shutdown. Ghost X Toast with the outplay, using the spiderlings for the percentage health damage. Nice play.
I'm confused why she didn't go for the tentacle slam refresh onto Elise rather than onto the clone.
I think she was low mana, if my memory serves me correctly.
And Zed goes for the all-in, and is he going to get it? He's in tower range, and yes, he does.
Oh, nice plays there.
Straight up all-in on sight, not even giving Zoe a chance to farm.
So,
they're close to even in CS right now. However, wait. And she used Zonia's in that fight, too. Okay. Oh, no, she didn't. She just bought it. All right. That's impressive. All right, Sasha running down into the bot lane.
Oh, Ghost X Toast got a mushroom to the face, but gonna clean up the Teemo as the bait is real. Lands back on the mushroom, trying to clear it with the red ward. I guess old times we call it a pink ward, but good play there, just waiting for somebody to come by. Elise has built nearly all damage, focusing on this AP build, looking for Leandra's Torment, I believe, coming up soon with that Haunting Guys. Big push
Zed is
from
about to
blue
run
team.
in one-shots.
In the mid lane, Zed going over the wall, gets the damage down. Fort uses the ultimate as well on the Zoe. Should easily be able to clean that one up. Elise finds out the Lee Sin gonna clean that one up. And here comes Alawi. Is the 1v4 real? The turret's taking a pretty good amount of damage. Sets up for the ultimate. There's the slam, the jam. The turret goes down though. Ghost Egg Toast tries to get the stun down onto Jinky Toast, and that's going to be a cleanup kill back and forth. Zed for Alawi, Alawi for Zed. Elise falls to the Teemo, who finally shows back up after respawning, heads down the mid lane. It's Phantom of Temp and Commander C left alive. Enzler goes in for the tankiness, but nice slow from Commander C. Gets the double knockup as well with the ultimate. The undertow, but no, that's the axe from Olaf undertow. What is Nautilus' ult? We'll have to check that. check back on the stats in a minute, but looks like...
I think it's Rip... No.
Riptide?
No, it's, it might be Depth Charge, I think.
We'll check that one out. But anyway, ADC Teemo with the Leona going to be tanking up the Ocean Drake and picks up their second Drake of the game. Baron is on the map and alive. Red team is pinging that they want to head there. Team Roblox looking for an opportunity to pick that one up.
Yeah.
Oh, Lee Sin may be dead here as Elise finds him trying to clear the blue buff. I think even smites it for the extra damage, avoids the Sonic Wave. Lee Sin's out with a beautiful shield play. However, Aatrox on the run as well. Poison's ticking away. He may go down from the poison. There he does fall as the Teemo damage is just a bit too much. And Teemo able to get both the wards and the vision with those mushrooms down. Baron already started from red team. And Impulse unable to answer it.
Yeah, Zed is split pushing in bot lane. This is going to be a free Baron, barring some ridiculous steal.
Phantom of Temp tries to make the awesome play with the ultimate splash damage of the Enchanted Crystal Arrow. Doesn't get it. And Sasha Hyena chases the Ashe down, cleans it up pretty easily with all of the poison damage. Elise around the corner doing the Raptors, however, may not be able to get back to the mid lane in time. Zed able to clear the bottom lane turret, but mid lane turret may be going down as 5 members are here with the Baron buff as well. That's going to be Inhibitor in just a minute.
Yeah, Zed is sitting in the jungle. He hasn't recalled. This could theoretically be the end of the game if he shows. He does. They should turn around and start and attack the Nexus towers now. But they're going to rotate toward top lane and take down the safe option. But they could have forced there if they had wanted to.
Yeah,
all of their strong members were there.
Blue buff, and I think that Roblox just didn't feel confident with the people, the respawns coming back up. But Elise, I don't think wants to go in on the 1v5, waiting for the turret to come in. Nice use of the repel to avoid the CC for the moment. Leona goes in over the wall. However, Zoe cleans it up from across the wall as well, using the ultimate just to get that extra damage in. Ashe stunned up.
This could be the end of the game.
This definitely could be the end of the game. Zed's already started the recall, and he has come back. However, it's only him and Nautilus, Commander C, to defend after a second inhibitor in the top lane goes down. And it looks like with Enzalor having backed away, that may be the sign for the rest of Roblox to back as well. But Alawi, unfazed, starts to push back in.
Yeah. I don't think Zed wants this 1v1. Jinky Toast definitely has the potential to kill him. Still
Kembo may go down again. Exhaust is there. However, the Zonius has been used by Kembo. Zed just waiting for her to come back up. Chases in. Needs to place the shurikens correctly. Gets the kill, but it is traded. Lee Sin picking that one up. Aatrox now going in onto Alawi once again. Uses the ultimate to clean that one up. Teemo with the huge burst damage from the Gunblade cleans up Ashe as well, and this should be the end of the game as they have cleared both the Nexus turrets. The damage onto the Fountain is real. The strapless helmet with the dabs ends the game. Victory to Team Roblox.
Indeed. That was probably my favorite part of that game, was watching Zoe versus Zed in the mid lane. There were, even though Zed won most of the all-ins, there was a lot of pretty cool micro play to watch right there, especially when summoners were blown. That was fun to watch.
All right, so good play there from both teams, but obviously Roblox coming out in the lead, and that's because apparently Roblox is better than Fortnite, according to Twitch. Cody Hubbard, welcome to the stream. I don't think I've seen you on here before. ToastDXD, thank you for joining us after the game for the post-game analysis. And, of course, Nightbot, what are you doing? You're only supposed to be on Saturdays, and yet here you are showing up. I have yet to shut you down because you're being annoying. I thought that because I closed the internet page for Nightbot would have gone away, but I am wrong. Nightbot is stalking me.
Oh, Right. So we are going to do MVPs, honorable mentions, and shout outs. So for the winning team or team in or row wait, no, I'm not gonna do first. I'll do impulse first. I'll do losing team. MVP and honorable mention. Honorable mention goes over to Ghost X Toast. Really haven't seen an elite well in a long time, I'll admit. And it was refreshing to see someone play the champion pretty well and really showcasing why it's considered a counter. Lee Sin's usually considered a pretty decent duelist in the jungle, but I think Ghost X Toast won all but one of their 1v1s. He does have a very heavy matchup advantage. And overall, I think there was it 4 or 5 ganks mid? I'm pretty sure it was 5. From Ghost X Toast. And several of, I think all of them either ending in blown summoners or a kill. There was one time when Kembo managed to get a trade kill onto Scooby Snacks in the process of the gank, but Ghost X Toast very effective ganks in the mid lane, and after that early kill, preventing Kembo from running away with the game in the mid lane. Let's see. So, and of course, MVP going over to Scooby Snacks. I think the score line says it pretty much. And when you look at the entire team and the collective score lines, and you've got one guy who is double positive, and the rest of his team is 10 times negative, definitely means he was doing something right. It was a pleasure to watch Scooby Snacks. He did make a couple of questionable rotations in the late game, but he's still the best candidate for it. Managing to shut down the Zoe and keep him from getting away. We managed to see just a little bit of what Kembo was capable on that Zoe, and a couple of double kills in both bot and mid lane, showcasing his skill. However, Scooby Snacks matching up very well against that talent and managing to win the lane. All right, so with that out of the way, we're going to go over to Team Roblox, and we're going to give them MVPs, honorable mentions, and shout-outs. So, honorable mention is a tough one.
That's what I was thinking, actually, towards the end of the game. I was like, all of these players are doing a really clean job. Enzalor with the really healthy engages. Jinky Toast completely carrying her own lane. Kembo, despite dying a million times, you could argue distracted Zed. Sasha Hyena, really good damage and knowing how to, and the right targets to burst. Strapless Helmet started the actual engages in the mid lane that led to, Kembo doing decently, and then continuously went towards the bottom lane for the engages. It's really tough. There's a lot of good options.
Yeah. I want to shoot. I don't have enough to give out because bot lane did really well. I think I'm going to give him over to honorable mention to Strapless Helmet and MVP to Jinky Toast, and heavy shout-outs to Enzalor and Sasha Hyena in the bot lane because they just crushed their lane. But I don't know. Like, I feel like those two had more effect on the game overall. Jinky Toast consistently drew 2 to 3 members in his lane and then killed them or forced them back. I think he only died once, and that was after a double kill in the top lane that he got. So it was just, he drew more pressure and held it better. Like, Kembo drew the most pressure in the entire game. However, Jinky Toast responded to the pressure best, either by backing off or just straight up killing them once he'd gotten to a certain point. And Strapless Helmet being all over the map, I think he ganked every single lane at least twice, as well as invading jungle. All right. Let's see, anything else?
Wait, so who did you give honorable mention MVP to?
Honorable mention to Strapless Helmet and MVP to Jinky Toast. You would have known that if you were listening to my analysis.
I got the MVP.
Jake.
I missed the honorable mention and was chatting with people in the chat. So,
no excuses. Pay attention to me.
No, but I am considering arguing on Enzalor for just a minute on getting honorable mention, and that is just because even post laning phase landed some seriously good ultimates, was not afraid to go 2 towers deep on a dive to line things up for the rest of the team to kill. And I completely agree. Jinky Toast won MVP, absolutely, hands down, no questions asked whatsoever. It is just Enzalor on the Strapless Helmet, or Enzalor versus Strapless Helmet for honorable mention. And I would argue Enzalor on that one. And it's not because I'm support main, but simply because of the kill participation, or the kill participation, the team participation, knowing the limits of his champion. He only died twice